Regarding this General Langley business and Captain Traoré business, I want to just tell us or our government that this is one of those times where when you look at this from a governmental international relationship perspective, or you look at this from a historical context and you look at this from a leadership perspective, this is one of those things that we need to stay out of it. We as a country, we need to stay out of this. We do not need to intervene in Burkina Faso. The emotions over there are very, very clear, and we need to stay out of it. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, these are the countries that want to grow up. These are the countries that do not want to be on milk anymore. These are the countries that are trying their very best to change the narrative about what the rest of the world say they are, and try to define who they really are and show us that they are willing to do the hard work to be where they need to be. So we are not doing them any favors by going in there and trying to overthrow their government. If you know anything about chieftaincies in Africa, you know that Africans, tribes, and regions love their chiefs. They have chiefs and they love their chiefs, and they don't mind having a chief rule over them for a long time and pass it on to their kids, and it continues. So kingdoms is not strange to Africans. So military rule is not completely strange as long as this leadership and these rulers are doing well by their people. We really need to trust them to be able to figure this out if they say they want to figure it out. We don't need to go take out Ibrahim Traoré. The rage that people are feeling and the subtle messages but very obvious messages that are coming out, we are treading on very dicey soil or slippery slopes and things like that. So we need to chill. We need, as a government of the United States, we need to chill. We seriously need to chill. We need to leave this alone and let it sort itself out. We do not need to police them. We do not. Let's chill. Let's leave the Sahel nations to sort it out. If they call us, then let's see how we can help in collaboration or in partnership with the country that call us. And it is not a faction of people that call it. It's not the elites of a country that will call. If we really, really want to do some real good, let's put some fair business relationships in place. Let's stop taking advantage of any countries, buying from them for cheap. Let's stop meddling in political situations just because the elites of a country said they needed us to go save them. This is a different world we're living in. This is a really, I don't know how else to say it, but this is not the Africa of our grandparents. Like, it's not. This is not the 50s. This is not the 30s. This is not the 1800s. This is not pre-colonial times, nor is it colonial times. Like, this is not even the beginning stages of neo-colonization. This is an era where Africa is trying really hard, or a few countries are trying really hard to move into post-neo-colonization and really wipe out colonization if possible, and move into a place where they are fair relationships, fair business deals, fair collaborations and respect on both sides, and military prowess of the people, and just independence, real independence, right? Independence that is not being pushed down, top-down independence, top-down independence. No, this is a bottom-up independence. And what they are trying to do in the Sahel region is a bottom-up independence. And it is the right time for us to let the baby grow up. Let the baby grow up. Please don't take this the wrong way. If you're African, me saying that let the baby grow up is just another way of being a little bit diplomatic and respectful when I'm trying to say that we need to stay the fuck out. Let's just say the fuck out and let them sort it out. Let this country grow up. Let this country do what they need to do for their people. Let's give them a chance, for crying out loud. When you put your child on the bike and you show them 1 or 2 times how to do something, and then you let them try, you let them go try. You don't hover. You don't hover. And you don't micromanage. You do not micromanage. You're not a helicopter parent. America, let's not be helicopter parents. Even me saying this, helicopter parents, it's a little bit offensive, even to me. Why are we helicopter parents? It is good to have relationships. It is good to have collaborations. But why is it that we think that the only way for us to be great is if we are meddling in different people's business? Why is it that we think that the only way for us to be great is when we're bossing the world around and telling people what to do, or telling people how to behave, or dictating our moralities on others? Why is that? I think we need, as a country, to unpack that. We need to unpack that. And while we're unpacking, let's leave Burkina Faso alone, leave Ibrahim Traoré alone, leave Niger alone, and just leave the rest of the Sahel nations and even Senegal, the ones that are trying, or Chad, the ones that are trying, leave them alone. Leave them alone. If we are in there to really do charity work and run nonprofits and do other good God work, let's do just that. Let's not mix it up. Let's not be missionary colonizers. Let's not just be charity colonizers. Let's not use the money that the American people are giving to help people out of their good heart. Let's not use that as weapons against them, or to control them, or change their identities and all of that. It's time for us to chill and stand down. Stand down. Please stand down. Stand down. Let's not start a war. Stand down. Let's not start a war with the rest of the African continent. Let's not. Let's not start a war with the rest of the Black diaspora. Please, let's not. Let's not. I know we're great, but this is not one that I feel in my spirit that we can win. We need to chill. All right? Okay, good night.